Free hoodies, fancy office cafes, and perfectly polished LinkedIn posts. Companies spend millions on something they call employer branding. But what happens when the candidate walks through the door, signs that offer letter, and realizes the reality doesn't match the brochure? We are having someone who works on this behind, from inside, in every single day. He is an HR manager with deep expertise in employer branding, workforce strategies, and building a team that sticks together. As an employer branding, how do you convince the people who are joining that it is a genuine place that you can trust? It is not just a flashy welcome kit.
See, nobody is perfect. None of the companies are perfect.
Currently in 2026, candidates are so smart. Before giving the interview, they are going to go to the Glassdoor and do the research on it.
That is basic. Take basic. We will not say like that. What is basic? What is the advantage of them having this?
Technologies are changing for every 6 months.
Culture is very important. We stand upon our culture, people will learn the culture. You cannot be boss. You need to be a leader. If leaders grow, even the company will grow.
What hurts the company's reputation more? Company should avoid the over-hiring when it is booming and brutal layoffs. Suggestion that you would like to give for the upcoming HRs or the candidates who are looking for a job. Welcome to the new episode, The Corporate Branding Live, moving beyond swag to build the real culture. I am Aishwarya and this is EMPCloud, where we are going to have the conversations that HR conferences are too polished to have. Today, we are going to break down the illusion where the corporate branding and how we can build the culture where the top talents genuinely trust. Welcome to the show, Abilash.
Thank you.
So, Abilash, we would love to hear about you from your own words.
Yeah. Firstly, thank you for the intro, Aishwarya. Tell about myself. I am natively from Mysore. Studied my initial education from Mysore Kendriya Vidyalaya. Later on, moved to Bangalore for further education in a degree. And till degree, I was in Bangalore. And after, for my masters, I went back to Mysore in Bahadur Institute of Management. I completed my MBA in HR. Post which I started my first job journey as such in Bangalore about 15 years back.
Oh, nice.
And currently I'm working with Mando Softtech India as the manager HR. So currently I'm handling the Bangalore operations and also the talent acquisition for both the locations. So we are headquartered in Gurgaon and have a branch in Bangalore. So I handle both talent acquisition and Bangalore operations for the company.
Yeah, those are great things right there. So let's start with the toughest question. The thing is, in current situation, people are like posting things in LinkedIn and Instagram everywhere that I have joined this company and I have got this welcome kit, free hoodies, free things, free cafes, and we are having parties and everywhere. But showcasing it to the genuine thing, and it has now become like a corporate propaganda. It feels so superficial nowadays.
The employer branding will lead towards corporate propaganda only when there is a difference between what company is trying to say and what the other employees is trying to say. Few of them may put up few floral things like you just now said, we had party and all those things. Obviously, those are there in the company agenda, I am not denying that. But it should not be two different things which is coming up. So it should showcase what it is doing. It should also showcase where we are lagging behind or where we have to improve. Like for example, a company could be great at employee welfare, but it is showing less on the social media platform. But where they are very good in their technical participation, they will be showing up more in the social media. So in the outside world, it will be showing that, okay, these company members are always busy in the technical part. They don't have a social life. Wherein they could be good in social lives, but they will not be showing up. So it differs how they differentiate upon their what they want to show and what they are currently. Like for example, if you see our own LinkedIn page, we have a page we have recently started and it's moving in a good way, close to 10,000 followers. What we show up is, we show our activities which we do. Obviously, we have sports activities, we have other activities which we do. Also, we have certain conclaves which the engineers are attending. So areas of improvement is like conclaves and all those things which we want to showcase more also. The company has to balance it out so that it will not show it like a propaganda. Okay, yeah. This is what I want to show just for the sake of social media and get some likes.
So you're telling it should focus on both the kits and technical part.
Yes, yes. So that it will give a great platform for the employees to also be present in the social media, right? In social media, none of the employee doesn't want to see only him being part of the conclave or not only being him part of the game. The other side of the world will see him only, oh, he's not working, he's just playing in the office.
Yes, that
Or in the other way around, the other person should not be seeing, okay, he's always working, he doesn't have a work-life balance. That should not happen. It should be like a balance of both the things.
Okay. So currently in 2026, candidates are so smart that they are going for in a platform like Glassdoor and everything. Even before giving the interview, they are going to the Glassdoor and do the research on it. Like also they are going to direct message the employees they are currently working in that particular company. And how do you think a company should build their authentic brand when the employees are telling some random things in the online for the new joiners?
To see in this way, it's once again the same thing. You cannot say it's two different things, right? The ex-employer cannot be saying something negative also, and something positive is happening internally. He or she may be saying because of some small bad experience going out of the company, that may lead to that as well. But we should, as a company, we should also not deny that there could be some negatives. The company should see it in a way wherein, okay, these could be some of the points which we need to improvise on. And there are a lot of positive points which we are already putting it up in our social media. So we need to take it in a positive way, saying that okay, there could be a reason, obviously, because obviously as a human being that comes out, right? If something negative comes out in the end, obviously outcome would be negative.
Yes.
It will obviously not be positive. So there are chances of them putting up some negative comments on the social media. What we also do in our firm is we try to take up if we see a lot of this negativity which is happening and which we need to improvise on, we do surveys internally wherein we give questions to our own employees asking on multiple things like our welfare facilities can be provided, what are the welfare facilities, or what are the areas which we can improve on. Those surveys will help us out. If the survey is not saying what the person who has gone out is saying, which means that they are just saying it out of the negative reaction which they got it. It's not what really is happening.
It might be genuine or maybe fake.
Yeah, so we'll easily get those components now. In this technological advanced era, we get it easily on these surveys and all. We'll get the scorings and we'll get to know, okay, maybe these are the points which even the ex-employee is saying could be wrong. And it's an improvement point for us, that's fine. See, nobody is perfect.
Yes.
None of the companies are perfect. Everyone is striving or thriving towards perfection. So that could be a place to improvise on. We will improvise. But if there is something which has been already done, we'll try to showcase it in a better way so that it is known in the outside world that whatever the ex-person has put up in social media is not true. And this is what we have done it.
Mando Softtech.
Yeah.
So that company works on competitive automotive software it is,
Yeah.
and more majorly focused on R&D engineers.
Yes.
So as in your company, as a employer branding, how do you convince the people who are joining that this is a place that you have to work, like it is a genuine place that you can trust, it is not just a flashy welcome kits and everything, parties and everything?
Yeah, so we have facilities or welfares which we provide to the employees, the newer ones, or even the perks or the salaries, which you can say we are up there in the market. That much I can say, with the bigger competitors in the market. We have huge competitors who are bigger than us in terms of their market presence and all those things. But we have facilities and welfares which we provide to the employees, which has made us be the first selected company than the other ones. Just to name a few facilities which we provide, we have conveyances for our employees to come to office. So we have 2-wheeler and 4-wheeler conveyances which we provide. We have relocation expenses, wherein someone, if moving from a different city to our own city, like for example, someone is shifting from Chennai to Bangalore, we provide an accommodation for them. That is purely based out of company's cost. There is no cost added for them.
Okay.
In a similar way, how we make them make sure that they are joining us in a smoother way. We give them, majorly the transparency process is very great, which will make them feel that okay, nothing is hidden from me, and whatever they are saying is true to themselves. Because we do salary sessions before doing the offer. We give each component satisfaction. We see why this amount is coming here. We will not be generally saying, okay, that is basic, take basic. We will not say like that. What is basic? We will explain to them, because few of them, whatever I have seen in my experience, few of them are very much known about their financials. Few are there who doesn't know anything on financial, in spite of them having a lot of experience in their career, professional experience. So for them, if we explain to them clearly why we are keeping this, what is the advantage of them having this? It could be a facility like for an insurance. What is the reason for we giving the insurance? Who are all it is covering? Is it only covering this person who is joining us? In our insurance, we cover all parents and themselves. And once they get married, even their wife and kids are covered in the insurance. These small things which will lead them to make sure that, okay, I am going towards something which is stable and not something unstable and may lead to me going out of the company. So that is helping us a lot, is what I have seen in my career, because I have been with them for now close to 10 years now. So that has been an added advantage, wherein employees are, or upcoming employees are taking us as the first preference than our competitors, who are already a bigger name in the market.
So here comes the scenario for every HR BR. Like in a corporate, let's say there is a manager who is technically brilliant and he is also a star performer, but he treats their team so poorly, so it may lead to bring down the culture of that corporate. What do you think about this?
There will be certain same kind of situations in major of the corporates. I am not denying it. But what we do as an organization is we have certain evaluation criteria which we do. And we have a lot of open pointers or open communication facilities or programs which we do with employees, wherein the team or the individual can come up to us, directly speak to us, saying what is happening, what is not happening. Like I said, there is evaluation criteria also. Once we get the evaluation criteria, we sit with them, tell them that these are the pain points which you are going through in your current leadership role and which we want you to improvise in the coming days or coming months. And we give training to them. It's not that, okay, let's leave them directly take a decision of leaving the person. No, we will not come directly to that decision, but we will try to train them, see how the improvement works on. If after doing all this, if still the decision is going towards negativity, we will make sure that happens, because culture is very important. Because culture, if we stand upon our culture, then the people will get added and people will learn the culture. But if only one person is hindering the whole culture, that's a disadvantage for the company. So we will try to make sure, obviously, the leadership person goes towards a positive route and make sure that he comes back to the culture what he joined us as, and make sure the team is also safe in his hands for the future projects.
Let's zoom out a little bit. When it comes to workforce planning, so how do you actually plan a talent needs for 3 years down the lane? But in the current situation, the technologies are changing for every 6 months. Also, how do you think the company should avoid the over hiring when it is booming and brutal layoff?
Strategic workflows planning now it's not more on exact headcount, okay, what is the headcount for this year, what is the headcount for the next 3 years. Now it has become more on organization agility. How well are you prepared? Like just now you said, in the coming 3 years there could be a technological transformation. Because if you see this 3 years only, before 3 years there was not so much into AI. Now AI has come up and become a huge ghost in front of everyone. But organization agility makes it, nullifies the whole role of that. Because we will be discussing, being a talent acquisition head, we will be discussing with the business leaders and team leads on what is the current role, what are their requirements currently, and what is the future requirements which may come up. Because we will be getting projects in the future as well. What are the skill sets which we need to look upon? Or there are chances of wherein the person whom we hire can teach something to the upcoming employees or the current employees. who are not well versed on those. Like for example, there could be a person who must be already knowing about AI, and we have some employees who are very new to AI or very new to AI. So he could be a person who will train them or teach them what basic AI or basic tools of AI which will reduce the work. So we do scenario plannings which will help us to get candidates who are already upskilled in their work, or at least not perfectly matching to the JD. Obviously we will be matching to the JD because we have to hire someone who is up to the mark with the JD, but we will also see who has upskilled himself or who has grown himself beyond that role, and we make sure that those kind of hires are taken ahead than someone who is just ready for the role. So that it will help us to make future leaders or future learners in our own capacity.
So this is the last deep dive question. Let's say there is a manager, mid-level manager, who does that one smallest mistake, in which the star performer, he is going to update his LinkedIn profile like it's like open to work. So he starts looking for something else.
So mid-level managers, firstly he need to be very cautious in what he says, because as we say, this is a leadership role.
Yes.
He will have future leaders under him. So the way how he communicates with them, because now as he must be knowing already that they are all technically advanced. Anything and everything can be posted in a minute on social media. It could be positive, it could be negative as well. Positive also goes a long way, and negative also goes a long way. But it depends on how well his communication is with them. And even in the current scenario also, it's not always how a manager behaves also will not lead to immediate reactions also, because nowadays they are intelligent enough to see through it and see, okay, if he has said something, there should be some reason for me to go through it, and maybe that could be one of the reasons, but it should be on both the ends. Even the candidate need not have to do a knee-jerk reaction, okay, let me post it immediately after the meeting from the manager, let me put it up in LinkedIn saying that I am open to work, or let me apply all the jobs in Naukri. And in the same way, the manager also has to be more communicative, more friendly. You cannot be boss. You need to be a leader.
Yes.
Like we say, if you are a boss, then you will remain a boss. If you are a leader, then there are a lot of leaders under you who will grow, which you can see in the company also. Because if leaders grow, even the company will grow. So it's directly proportionate, which we used to say in maths. It's always directly proportionate. If there is a lot of leaders who are going, then obviously the company is also growing. The company is growing, then obviously employees are growing.
So let's move to the last segment of this episode, rapid fire round. Quick questions, quick answers, no thinking. So what is the most useless perk a company can offer to look cool on social media?
The sports activity which they post it up, or sports areas. Maybe they will be using it once in a year, but they will be posting it as if they will be using every weekend or something like that.
A company that describes its culture as family is usually a red flag. What do you think, true or false?
Mostly true, because what they are hiding behind that word is more important. If they are hiding something huge negative behind that, then it will obviously become a red flag.
What hurts a company's reputation more, a low salary offer or a long unorganized interview process?
A long unorganized interview.
If a candidate asks about work-life balance in the first very interview, does that make them look lazy or just smart?
Smart.
Do people quit bad companies or do they quit bad managers?
Bad managers.
As a closing note, what is the one suggestion that you would like to give for the upcoming HRs or the candidates who are looking for a job?
Okay, the new HRs who are coming up in the line, firstly, they need to be great listeners, because you will be working with so many employees. There will be, for example, if there is a 100 employee company, there will be 100 pointers which will come to you. Obviously, taking the final decision is yours, but you need to listen to them well. If you are not listening to them well, then they will consider themselves, okay, this is a waste of time to speak to the HR. So you need to be a great listener, and in this AI world, you need to embrace with the AI, so that AI also being part of your work, not completely taking over your work, but you need to know how much AI should be included in your work, and obviously your creative thinking also takes up. The starting work should not come over to AI. starting the work, you should be kind, and then AI should be add on to that. So these two are the suggestions which I would like to give to the youth who are coming up to HR field.
Thank you so much for this conversation. You have given genuinely a masterclass on what the company say they are, but they are not. It's actually how they treat their people behind the camera. So that's the truth that this generation desperately wants to know. For everybody watching this, do not go and chase the flashy welcome kits or anything. Just go look into places where they invest in your actual development. That's a wrap for this episode, The Corporate Branding Lie, moving from swag to building a real culture. I'm Aishwarya and this is EMPCloud. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button. We'll see you in the next room.